YouTube is the big home of the big bro. Let's get it, GA. Listen, dog. This is the best championship game that I ever saw, man. Y'all got to see it for yourself. The Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, AFC championship game. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, man. This was a game. Y'all got to see it for yourself. I ain't finna do no more talking, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm out. Go.
Making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
Now it's Stidham. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Stidham. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Broncos first down.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. To throw is Stidham. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
To the air, May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the shotgun, May with it. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big hit there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Stidham, off play action. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Stidham to throw. A short throw to Ingram. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Stidham. He'll swing this out to Harvey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Patriots' 18-yard line.
2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 18 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to add
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 74 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Broncos 10.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Stidham. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Stidham from the shotgun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marcus Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll throw with May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. Still going. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Borregales now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now it's Stidham. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now it's Stidham. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Harold Landry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll go again with Dobbins. A nice little juke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Patriots 14.
A waste of time.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's 3rd and 3. To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Patriots first
Some big
down.
plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Henderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the shotgun, May with it. Open man, that's Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got daylight. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out come the Patriots. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there that's going to set him up with...
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos offense and Jarrett Stidham ready to come out for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't
miss it?
change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Stidham. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.